welcome back to the Crushed Clove. Thank you for watching our last video.
This week we'll be making a prosciutto wrapped stuffed chicken breast with Brussels sprouts on the side.
Stick around.
We'll start by preheating the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. So here we have our chicken breast. We're gonna go ahead and clean it up a little bit and make an incision at the top of the chicken breast, all the way down lengthwise, so that we have a pocket inside that we can stuff our fontina rolled in sage, and then wrap each chicken breast and 3 pieces of prosciutto. Here we go. Trim off this fat here. Wonderful. And this, even how it's a little rough here, that's just fine. And I'm gonna take off this vein right here too. Perfect. We're just gonna take this knife and go right through here. Just like that. And you can see that now there is a little pocket. So here we have our 3 leaves of sage that we have rolled up and sliced very thin into ribbons. It's called chiffonade. We're just gonna roll our fontina right through it. Get some of it stuck right on our cheese, kind of push it into it. Just like this. And we're just going to shove this in the hole that we made inside that chicken breast. Just like that. 2 pieces per chicken. Does not have to be pretty. Now we're gonna take our pieces of prosciutto. We have 3 pieces per chicken breast, and we're going to wrap our chicken breast in our prosciutto. And there we have 3, just like that. I'm gonna just stick these guys in our cast iron skillet and start preparing the Brussels sprouts. Put this in the cast iron, season it with some black pepper, and just a little bit of salt because of how salty the prosciutto is already. All right, let's start working on our Brussels sprouts. We'll put this to the side for just a moment.
Now that we have our chicken wrapped and stuffed, we're gonna get our Brussels sprouts started. We cut them in half already. We're gonna toss them in some oil, salt, and pepper, and then put them in the pan with the chicken so we can get it in the oven. I'm gonna do about a tablespoon of oil, so just enough so that every single Brussels sprout is nicely coated. We've tossed our Brussels sprouts, now we're going to add them to the pan with our chicken. We got our Brussels sprouts. Make sure they're not stacked on top of each other, and don't really put them on top of the chicken. Otherwise, the chicken won't cook evenly and the Brussels sprouts won't cook evenly. So just make sure everything's in a flat layer. We're gonna throw it in our oven that's preheated to 375 for 20 minutes or until the middle of the chicken reads 165 degrees. We're gonna make our sauce for our chicken now. We have 12 tablespoons of butter, 1 cup of white wine, 2 ounces of lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of minced shallot, and 1 tablespoon of heavy cream. I have my heat on high heat. Our pan is nice and hot. We're gonna add the shallots, lemon juice, and white wine. We're gonna reduce it until there's almost no liquid left, about 2 tablespoons or so. Here we go. Now that we're mostly reduced, I'm gonna add our cream. Turn down your heat to low, to medium low. What we're gonna do now is wait for our cream to bubble, and then we're gonna start adding our butter, 1 pat at a time. We wanna emulsify and make sure that this sauce doesn't break. Let's add the butter 1 pat at a time. On and off a heat. We wanna make sure it doesn't get too hot, because otherwise the sauce will break. Now, all our butter is melted. I'm gonna add a little bit more cream to get the color we're looking for. Help keep it a little bit more emulsified too. All right, our beurre blanc is finished. We seasoned it with a little bit of salt. All you have to do now is keep it warm until your chicken and Brussels sprouts are done. We don't want it to break, so that's why you gotta keep it warm. If it gets cold, it's going to break.
Here we have our finished product, and let's go ahead and cut it open and see how this tastes.
So excited.
And cheers.
Cheers! Oh, it looks so hot.
And very delicious. Thank you for joining us. Make sure to tune in next week. Please remember to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and we'll see you again. Take care.
Bye!
Bye.
Got bristle in there.
Alright.
I got a sweet peek.
This week we're going to be making a prosciutto wrap chicken. Damn it. This week we'll be making prosciutto. This week we'll be making a prosciutto stuffed. Damn it.
You said bristle.
I did. Let's do it.
Bristle sprout. Yeah.